my big fear is bears. Because you never read a news story about a bear that's positive, you know? It's never like a bear found a baby and gave it back to the parents and kissed it on the forehead. You know, never. And this is a true story. There was a woman that was camping with her husband when she was feeding a bear trail mix out of her hand. And she ran out of trail mix. And the bear ate her. Yeah, and you know what? I don't blame the bear for that at all, because we are bear food. Like, she was feeding the bear food out of food. I don't blame the bear, you know why? Because if a piece of pizza walked up and handed me a donut, and I finished that donut, I'll eat some pizza. I'm very lucky. I love my father very much. I'm very close with my dad. I'm very lucky to have a dad that's really awesome. That being said, one of my most vivid childhood memories was when my dad was teaching me how to ride a bike, which should be an adorable childhood memory. Like, I would ride the bike and he would hold onto the back of the seat and walk next to me so I didn't fall over. And we lived at the top of a hill. And my dad was like, "You should go down the hill." And I was like, "I'm scared, Dad. What if you let go?" And he was like, "I'll never let go. You're my little girl and I love you. You just go, just go." So I went down the hill, and I'm barreling down this hill. I look up behind me, my dad's at the top of the hill laughing. Yeah, and I crashed into this bush and I scratched my knee. My dad had taken me back to the house. I was crying. I had to put a Band-Aid on my knee. And I asked him, I said, "Dad, why did you do that?" And he said, "One day, you'll understand." And I did understand when 2 months ago after his knee surgery, I was pushing him in a wheelchair in a parking garage. It's like, "You're right, Dad. I do understand." Good luck with that. But I'm in this restaurant, I'm in this really big, like 8 or 9 stalls, and I'm all the way at the end at the secret lady I'm gonna poop stall. And right? That is true. And you always know when somebody's in there. If you walk in and that door's closed and it's silent. Because a woman won't go with another woman in there. They'll clam up and wait for you to leave. So here's what I do. This is what I do. I go in, I do my business, I wash my hands, I open the door, and I close the door, and I don't leave. And the second they start up again, I go, sometimes I like to pull the, "All right, I'll see you later. Well, so I'm in a restaurant, in this public restaurant, all the way at the end, and I'm going, and this woman was in there before me, and she's leaving, right? And as she leaves, she turns the light off. And I went, "Hey!" And she went, "Oops," and then didn't turn the light back on. You can't say oops and not remedy the problem. So I gotta navigate my way out of there. I'm just like a shitty mime walking around. And it's pitch black. Like, there's no windows, no nothing. You know, I'm walking around. I'm bad with directions with the light on. And I end up in another stall. I was like, I don't think this is the light switch. And I'm standing there, and another woman comes in and turns the light back on. And I'm like, "Oh no. This is going to be really hard to explain." And I don't want to scare her. That's not my goal. You know, I don't want her to walk past the stall and I'm like, "Hey!" Like, I don't want to do that. I don't want her to sit down and grab her ankle under the stall. I don't want to do that. But I'm like, I'll just stand here and I'll be quiet. And she'll do her business, leave, and she'll never know I was here. So I'm just standing there. And she walks into the stall that I am in! And she screams! And I didn't know what to do. I just went, hello. I got this ready for you. I hope it's to your liking. I'm buying a gun. I'm buying a gun, that is true. I'm very excited. My husband doesn't, by the way, I'm married, sorry. You guys wish, I know. You wish. My husband's really scared, he doesn't want me to buy a gun. You know, he's really scared, he thinks I'm gonna shoot him. Which is not my plan. Actually helping me go through the process. He's a cop with TPD, and he's teaching me things I didn't know. Like my dad told me, if you get pulled over and you have a gun in your car, you have to declare that weapon to the officer, which I was not aware of, and I do not think I'm going to be good at. Like the cop will come up, do you know why I pulled you? I have a gun! They live here, obviously, and I was spending some time with him, and my dad flashes his badge to like try to get stuff. Like nothing real aggressive or illegal or anything, but like we went to a store, and if you bought so much merchandise, you got a free gift. And he didn't buy enough merchandise, but he wanted the gift. So the lady was like, "Well, I'm sorry, I can't give that to you, sir." And he just kind of went, is this gonna work? It's a badge. And she gave him the free stuff. Yeah, and I just hope that same logic works for the gun. I just want to go to Starbucks, you know, they're like, that'll be $4.27. Oh, does this help? It's a gun. My friend told me that's armed robbery, whatever. I don't know the law.